I think another topic that has come up has to be, how have we dealt with baby mothers? I don't have another word for it. I feel like that's been a common question, and I've always said that I'm lucky that I get along with both of them.
Yeah.
It hasn't always been that way, and it's taken us a while to be able to get there. Yeah. And I just appreciate that we are there. But I know there's some people who aren't there, and there's some people wondering, what is that like? How do we deal with it?
I think it's on the co-parents, you know. Everybody has a role and responsibility. And, you know, even with the kids, you know, if you're in a committed relationship, like we are and were in the beginning, right? And the kids are in your possession, you know, you have to, you know, some parents try to be protective with their partner, you know, but you got to let your partner parent too, you know. And that's why you do have to discuss styles, because their style is just as important as yours. And I think people misunderstand that, you know. And then how the relationship is between the co-parents themselves can make a difference, right? So with London's mom, right, is so far gone, right? London's 12, so that's pretty much yes, no, she needs this, can she, whatever, right? It's pretty plain, you know. You know, people have dickhead moments, right? But for the most part, it's just the kid, right?
And she's always been very respectful from the minute I've met her. She says hi, I say hi to her kids. It's just always been great.
Yeah. And then, you know, with Georgie's mom, it could be different because it was newer.
Yeah.
Georgie's 3.
Yeah.
And so, and even like in the far beginning, right? Making it gray from my actions and what I was saying or not saying can make all the difference too, you know? So I think it's mostly the guys, right? That when women are in the situation that you're in, not so much the other way around, you know? And so for us, we can't be playing the fence or being gray at all. We have to be forward with our, you know, our person. Let her know how important this person is, and make sure you don't cross any lines and set the boundaries. And I think that's the key, you know.
Yeah, I agree, because I mean it's obviously very complex, especially depending on the age of the child. I mean, when I met Royal, I mean the first time she was like 1, but when you and I started really dating, she was like a year and a half. And that makes a difference of age. And that was one of my concerns when I first met you. It was just like, oh my goodness, she's so young. What does that mean? Yeah. But like you said, I think what we've learned is that you have to be able to be black and white. And you have to be upfront and honest. And I think that sometimes he wanted to have this, I don't even know, because I had asked him, like, what do you see the relationship looking like? What does that mean? And because he didn't know, it was kind of gray in a sense. And so I'm like, no, you need to be black and white, but I also don't want to overstep too much, because at this point we're dating, you know? So it's just like, when is it okay to say things? When is it not okay to say things? And so once we started getting to a point where he realized, like, the baby didn't even know what to call me, that he was like, all right, we need to figure out a name to call you, and that you're not going anywhere. And so once we figure out that I wasn't going anywhere, I think what was important is that at first, what I love is that he kept a lot of information away from me, that he dealt with them. Like, you know, I didn't know anything that was going on, but as we got closer together, the more information I wanted to know, what decisions you're making. I wanted to feel a part of what I call us as the team. And so one thing with you were very open with allowing me in, like you said, to the co-parenting styles and decisions that need to be made, that you are great with that.
Yeah. I think, you know, once you know, you know. So at that point, you got to lock in. You got to start to make corrections and, you know, run the risks of the heat coming your way and whatever else, and the bitches and, you know, whatever other threats that may come. This didn't happen for me, but, you know, I'm sure some guys, oh, you can't see the kid, or this, that, and the third, and child support. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't have those. That happened, which is dope, right? I think everybody gets credit for that, right? Because you can have a reaction.
Yeah.
You know, and who knows to say what reaction is warranted?
Yeah, on all sides of the party. I feel like not just us having a reaction. I mean, mothers having a reaction. I think I think it was important for me to understand that. What does it feel like to be on the other side? And so I think that was really good for us, because I felt like I was kind of the reminder sometimes, like, what is that? How does this make someone else feel being in this predicament? So I feel like for me, it was allowed me to be understanding versus upset sometimes when maybe things didn't go the way that we wanted them to go.
Yeah. And generally speaking, you know, we obviously trying to be transparent, but it was pretty clean, right? Other than like maybe some verbiage, right? But the baby always here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? None of that changed.
It's nothing, yeah.
So, you know, overall, it's great transitioning and understandings and such, you know?
And that's why I say that I'm probably lucky. That's why I keep saying, like, I'm very lucky to have the relationships I do with both of their mothers. And they're great. They're great. They trust me. What I love is that they trust me with their kids. At the end of the day, I mean, obviously, they know that he would never bring anyone in here. But outside of him, the girls are able to speak for themselves. I mean, London is sweet, but don't let her fool you. She will tell you she doesn't like someone, which I love about her. She's so sweet, she's so kind, but she will also let you know if she doesn't like someone. And then Royal, that's my girl. But and for them, like, they speak volumes to say that this is okay. And so for them, I mean, for their moms, it makes them feel at ease when we're doing drop-offs and pickups, and he's not even around. Sometimes he is not there, which I just love, that we have this relationship of a real, true co-parenting relationship, that Hampton does not have to be involved all the time.
Yeah, that's helpful.
It is very helpful, because sometimes he forgets little things, so it's easy to just be able to like text one and just like, hey, what about this? What about this detail? That sometimes he may overlook or may forget because he has so many things going on, and I'm the one who kind of pays a little bit to different details. So,
pays attention to different details.
Yeah, they knew what I meant.
I know, but it's just like you hate English.
Not English.
Yeah, like you just can't talk.
I can. He's always saying something. It's always something, y'all.
I mean, I'm just surprised. Like,
what?
You've been speaking English for 32 years.
I'm not 32, first of all. Don't be trying to age me just because your ass is old. So.
But yeah, no, it can certainly be worse, and I think it's a blessing. I don't believe in luck, so
yes.
You know, all praises right for that. You know,
yeah,
because it could go much different. You know, so it's good, man. But I'm gonna tell you, fellas, because it's usually us, right?
Yes.
You gotta lock in and be honest, right, and be real with yourself and your partner, and be willing to potentially go through hell, right, and suffer some, you know, repercussions, right? But if you're gonna be with somebody, you need to be with them, and everything matters, including their relationship with the parents and the kids, you know. And in due time, any woman worth her weight knows that a child needs their father, right? So it might be a lull, right? But what's right is, I think, is gonna come. And what's going to happen. So
good advice, baby. Good advice. Especially because we just learned. I feel like that's what we can do. We are learning from, giving advice from what we've been experiencing.
Yeah.
Or what we've experienced, or if we can go back and change anything. So
yeah, no, I think it's good. So yeah, Watson say, just be transparent, be honest, and be prepared for battle if necessary. Yes.
Push and be supportive. All Wife Life. I want to thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't already, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, all of that. And on Instagram at wifelife.style. If you haven't already, please purchase our merch. We got these great t-shirts in great colors. I love that I'm wearing the sky blue. We will have mugs and things like that available. So go ahead and go to the website at wifelifestyles.com.